All right, what's up, Tyson? Super excited for today's video. We are going to take a look at some of the top stock breakouts patterns in the market right now. And specifically, a lot of them are happening with clean energy, all right, and green energy. Okay, so the first one we're going to take a look at is Plug Power, right? This is a hydrogen fuel cell company, all right? Clean energy, green energy, all right? Every single stock that I'm going to show you, okay, has the same pattern right now, all right? It's going to have this descending wedge, falling wedge pattern, whatever you want to call it. All right. And look, all right, this is, just Google it, how to trade the falling wedge pattern. Okay. You have your stop loss here at the lows. All right. You have your entry at the breakout once we break out from here. Right. And your target is going to be near the top, okay, of your descending wedge. All right. Your falling wedge. Now, as you can see, you may not always hit the target. Okay. And if you miss the initial leg up, you can look and wait for a retest right along your entry line for a possible re-entry. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and dive straight into the charts. And remember, this is not financial advice. Just giving you guys some free technical analysis and breaking down what I'm seeing on the charts currently. Okay. So again, Plug Power is the first one. One thing to keep in mind, we are looking at a weekly chart. Okay. These are weekly chart patterns, meaning that they're going to take a few weeks, right? Weeks and weeks and weeks to play out. All right. They're not going to play out in a bunch of 5-minute candles or 15-minute candles. All right. So you can expect to see some volatility on the way up, potentially, if we do get these patterns to play out. All right. And, you can expect another possible re-entry, okay, back at this entry line here, right around 19.6. Okay. The reason I'm highlighting these is because this is how people, start making some profitable trades and start looking at some setups. Okay. So you can come in here and start to define some of your own risk and reward ratio. All right. But using this method, right, and using the how to trade a descending wedge pattern, all right, if we have our entry here at 19.6, all right, we're risking $7 with our stop loss at 12.85. Okay. So we're risking roughly $7. All right. The reward is a $23 reward, okay, up to the target price. So what we're doing is we're risking $7 for every 23 that we're trying to earn. All right, that's a 3-to-1 minimum ratio, right around there, and that's what I think that most trades in the stock market should have, at least, a 1-to-3 ratio, right? Meaning that you can lose 2 times on this trade, but if you hit on the third one, okay, it can bring you back. All right, it can bring you back into your profits. All right, and you'll have, let's say you lost twice. Okay, so you're down 2. Okay, let's just call it 2, but you won one trade, right? And so you won 3 on that one trade. Okay, so even with your 2 not losses, you're still up 1. All right, so that's the first chart, Plug Power. Okay, we'll go over to iClean. All right, which is a clean energy. Whoops, sorry about that. Clean energy ETF. All right, that's going to be the next one we go to. All right, and just kind of sticking with that theme, and hopefully you're starting to get the gist of this. You start to see things rotate in a pattern, right? You start to see market rotation. Well, certain sectors and certain things are flowing in with the money, right? Well, we're seeing that rotation in the clean energy and green plays because Biden, all right, went ahead and signed a bill recently. Okay, he just put a new bill in, benefiting a lot of these green energy companies, right? So again, we have the same pattern here on iClean. All right, if you got an entry here at 19.96, roughly $20, your stop loss is going to be at 16.29. All right, and your target is going to be 32.95. All right, so that's a $4 risk for every share, right? With a $13 reward for every share. And again, that's that 3-to-1 minimum ratio that we want to have and we want to see in the market. Okay. Now, I'm not telling you guys because I'm showing you 3 stocks to put, to go YOLO into all 3 of these, right? If they're running together, then most likely they're going to perform together, right? So, if you're seeing one of these fire off, most likely the other ones will continue. There may be a little bit of variance, but for the, overall sake of this video, we're looking at the clean energy ETF, right? We looked at a clean energy stock first. All right. And now let's go ahead to a solar one, TAN, okay, which is a solar industry ETF. All right. So this one tracks a bunch of solar companies. Again, same thing where this has a nice 3-to-1 ratio, risk to reward right here. We have an entry 76.69, stop loss at 55.59, and a target up here of 125.94. Okay. Now, again, are you going to be able to stomach this, right? Like, let's say you got into this, okay, and things start dropping and it starts trading below here, right? A lot of times traders get shaken out of their trades because they start to see some red, okay, and they sell below. Let's say it comes below here, and they sell, and then they look, a couple months later or a couple weeks later, right? The trade is up, and it's much closer towards their target. So they got shook out. All right, so you have to realize that this is still a big risk entering into any one of these trades, right? There's a lot of risk. Okay, if we enter here at this level, all right, our stop loss is about 27% down. So, you have to determine, is that actually the level that you want to have for your stop loss? Is that, basically meet your risk reward requirements? What's the deal there, right? How do you really feel about that? Maybe that's too risky for you. Okay. Maybe you only want to risk 6%, 5%, 10%, or 1%, you don't have to mimic and copy somebody from YouTube and just try to, draw and do everything that they have on their screen, right? I'm not in any of these positions currently. What I'm doing is just trying to highlight some trades that and some opportunities that you may have missed, right? And let you know that, hey, just because we're up here and you missed the initial entry, we just looked again. Okay, a lot of times you get a retest. Okay, so we're seeing the huge candlesticks here. All right, and we may progress forward over the next month or two, right? That's a nice possibility, not a guarantee. But if we do have that drop, you're going to want to see what we do at our entry level, right? Do we come down below it and quickly recover? Or do we flip that from support to a resistance and start trading below it and head towards the stop loss, right? So, that's what I wanted to highlight to you guys. Smash the like button if you enjoyed this video, and go ahead and let me know what stocks you want to see in your next video. Okay, I do viewer requests every single week. So, if you like this video on some solar stocks, maybe you want to see some more solar stocks, maybe some specific ones, or maybe you just want like these kind of updates on sectors and things that are kind of rotating, right? There's another sector, right, that's been running recently, and let me know in the comments if you want to see it. I'll make a video on it. It's a sector nobody's thinking about or talking about. I can guarantee you that. And there's some really good opportunities there. Okay, so if you want to know about that, make sure to let me know in the comments below. And if you want to join the Discord, the Options Trading Tycoons Discord, where you get my, live intraday analysis, my thought process on the market, the things that I'm watching. You also get all of the tons of valuable resources. Okay, we have unusual options activity in there. All right, we have sweeps, we have golden sweeps, we have dark pool activity. Okay, there's really just a ton of resources in the Discord, which is the reason that it's a paid membership, right? People like Unusual Whales and things like that, they charge anywhere from like 30-40 bucks to hundreds of dollars a month just to get their unusual options activity. And those are some of the resources that we're going to include as an overall package, right? So not only do you get our analysis, our entries and exits on things, and you also get all of these great valuable resources, right? We have a stock bot that can pull up the fundamentals, pull up any of the data that you want in any stock at a given time. Just so much. All right, so link to join is in the description. Use code to get a discount on your membership.